Segment is sponsored by BambooHR. What started as a simple lunch conversation turned into a powerful movement. Todd is here to share how he and his coworkers came together to create the Walk of Hope. Welcome, Todd.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
We're so glad to have you, and congratulations are in order. The walk took place yesterday and was a massive success. Tell us about
we
it.
had over 300 people from the community show up.
That's huge.
Thanks. We didn't know if anyone was going to show, so it was awesome.
Well, it's always scary because it's the first year, and that is such an incredible turnout. And I think that speaks to the cause of this, of suicide prevention. Everyone has a story. It's touched somebody's lives in some way. What's your story?
Well, I was leaving a family reunion and gave a hug to my family member and went home and drove home and tucked my kids in bed. And when I was doing that night, I found out that the family member I hugged was now a suicide survivor.
Wow.
And I met them in the hospital as they were on the road to recovery, and looked around this room and thought that I didn't want to be back in this hospital again. And I was actually in that same room the next week with a friend, comforting him as he was healing. And then, like you said, at work, we had a dear coworker who lost his 21-year-old son. Oh. And so we got together and wondered, what can be done? We didn't know what to do. What can be done?
But you need to do something, right? When we're starting to lose our brothers and our sisters, our friends, like there's something that all of us need to do to band together to make sure this doesn't happen again.
We knew we could walk. And so he said, I can walk, you can walk, let's go walk together. And that's what we did. We pulled it together just in the last month. And we're meeting at Wednesdays over lunch. My coworkers at BambooHR are so awesome and inspiring, and what we pulled together.
This is so great. What I love about it is it's just, what can I do? Well, I can walk. And here we are. And there's a lot of misconceptions about suicide. What are some of the ones that come to mind for you?
I used to think that when I said the word suicide, it's actually still not comfortable for me to say. It feels ugly. It's not a comfortable thing to say. I used to think that would plant this idea in people's minds.
Right.
So let me not talk about suicide. Whatever you do,
I feel that, especially talking to my kids. It's like, I don't want them to know what it is, so it won't happen. But that's not the case. It's like, we need to talk about it so that we can.
It's not the boogeyman under the bed. If you don't make eye contact, it's not there, sort of thing. If we don't talk about it, then people who are struggling never get access to the resources that they need for help. And so that's one of the things that I really learned is, like, you can say it. It's way more comfortable to say it, and especially when you pair the word prevent suicide. Now that doesn't become dark and ugly. It's powerful.
Right.
Say the words prevent suicide, and let's do what we can. Let's go walk. Let's go on a walk. And do it. So that's one of my biggest learnings of the last few months.
And the events like this, like the things that you're doing, and there's several other walks that are coming up. These are the kind of events that can make this such not a scary thing or a taboo thing to say. It's actually us all coming together. So what are some ways that we can get involved really quickly? We've got about 30 seconds left.
The American Foundation of Suicide Prevention has walks all throughout the year, in May coming up and in September, and they're available on AFSP.org. You can find an event near you.
Great, and all that information is going to be on your screen right now. I just want to say, Todd, you are a rock star. Thank you so much for putting something together like that in 1 month. 300 people.
Thanks so much.
You're the best. Thank you so much for being here.